Hello, everyone. Welcome back. If you've been following along, this is the Kristin Carrera podcast. I am your host, Kristin. And if you are new here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, follow along, and comment. I'd love to hear where you're coming from on your journey. Are you new to carnivore? Are you checking it out? Have you been on carnivore? And any questions you have, please leave them below. So today's episode is about carbs, that big scary word that everybody freaks out about, especially those who are really, really hard carnivore and find out that somebody had some fruit, or those people who are more meat-based but have sourdough bread, right? There is a world out there that you need to figure out what works for you. But I want to talk about carbs on the carnivore diet, okay? Some people will tell you no carbs at all. None. Zero. Cero, okay? But others will play around a little bit with fruit and carbs here and there, and they will tell you that they feel better. Now, are they doing carnivore if they're adding in fruit and carbs? They are not 100% anyways. So let's get into it. Should carbs be totally off limits, or is there room for a little bit of flexibility? And that's what we're here for. We are not here to judge. I know that you hardcore carnivores will be against this. I get it. I do. But let's have an open mind and remember, this is a personal journey. You are on your journey alone. I am not here to tell you what to do or how to feel. You have to figure that out on your own. So now, like I said, a lot of hardcore carnivores say that you should avoid all carbs. And the idea behind this for carnivore is to stick with only animal-based foods. So that means no fruit, no veggies, and definitely no grains or processed carbs, right? But honestly, that's what the diet is about in its strictest form, okay? So if you are going strict carnivore, this is the way to do it. No carbs, no veggies, okay? I don't care what you say. If you are starting a strict carnivore diet and you are implementing these things, you are not doing the carnivore diet. You are not 100% carnivore. And so you may not reap all the benefits that you will get from going 100% carnivore. So keep that in mind. And here's the thing, just because it's the rule, it doesn't mean that it's the only way. I know I'm playing devil's advocate, okay? Kristin, you just said that you have to not have carbs, no fruit, no vegetables, no bread, none of that to do carnivore, but you don't always have to follow the rules? Yes, I live in the gray area. I like to have a little adventure. But with that said, okay, for me, I think if you're doing the carnivore diet, if you are new to the carnivore diet because you want to heal, you want to lose weight, you want to get off medication, whatever your goal is, you don't need carbs, and you can do a carnivore diet successfully without carbs. There is that misconception that people say that you need carbs in your life. You do not. I did 100 days carnivore and I did not have carbs. I started to feel great, and I survived it. I had no issues going to the restroom. I had a lot of energy, right? All these things that people will tell you the opposite about. I had great success. And so when you hear that you need carbs, you need fiber, no, you do not, especially on a carnivore diet. So that is the whole point of carnivore, which people do not understand. Eliminating carbs and focusing on animal protein and fats, okay? That is key. But I also know there are people out there who feel great adding in small amounts of fruit and carbs, okay? However, again, if you are starting on carnivore, I'm going to repeat this. I know I'm being repetitive, but I want to make sure that you're listening, open ears, like I tell my kids. If you are starting on carnivore, you need to do carnivore 100%. You need to put in your effort. You need to take the time to do it right before you start reintroducing any types of fruit or carbs into your life, okay? If that works for you, that's your call, but then you're not doing carnivore. you're doing more of an animal-based diet, or what I like to call the no diet diet, finding what works for you. Okay. So I want to be clear again, for the best health benefits from carnivore, you are better off sticking to just animal-based foods. Okay. I'm not here to tell you that carbs are essential or that you don't need carbs or that you do need carbs. But when you are on the carnivore diet, you do not need carbs and you need to do it right. I can't emphasize that enough because I feel like people will start a strict carnivore diet, and I see it on all of these pages where they're new to carnivore and then they'll post a picture of their yogurt bowl with fruit. Well, you're not going to heal properly if you're not doing carnivore properly. You might heal some things. Some people go keto and heal a lot of what they're trying to heal and get healthier. Some people go animal based and that works for them. But I know a lot of people who go animal based and are still having issues. And it's not until they go carnivore or lion diet and become really, really strict for a long time before reintroducing foods that it works for them. So I want you, if you are new, to do the carnivore diet strictly before you decide to re-implement and start adding any types of fruit or carbs back into your diet. If that is your goal might end up being that carnivore works and that's the way that I'm going to eat. And that's amazing too. So, if you are experimenting with carbs or fruit and you are feeling good, that's okay. Again, but you're doing more animal based. Okay. So let's just make that clear. Everyone's body is different and it's important to find what works for you. So if animal based works for you, go animal based. But I really highly recommend 60 to 90 days of strict carnivore before you go more animal based. Because I think that it takes your body time to adjust to carnivore. I think that you might not see the full benefits with just 30 days. I think 30 days is a great starting goal. So any client that I work with for accountability, whether it's in carnivore or the lion diet, we start with 30 days because 30 days is a small goal compared to saying that I'm going to do this for 60 or 90. That might seem extreme for you and it might make you feel overwhelmed and you might not stick to it, which is what happens to a lot of people because it is hard coming from a standardized diet and going carnivore or lion diet, which are extremely strict. So to wrap it up, if you are doing carnivore, the idea is 0 carbs. But that doesn't mean that you can't try fruit or carbs later on down the road to see how you feel. But let's get through carnivore first before you start doing reintroduction. So I hope that this video helps you. Make sure to follow, like, share, do all the things. And thank you for tuning in. Remember, what matters is what makes you feel your best. Okay? No one is living in your body but you. So how do you feel? I will see you again on the next podcast.